Welcome to Talking with Toni, a series of interviews that I'm doing with independent agents who I work with in this community and value and respect and want to highlight some of their talents. Today I'm here with Charlotte Cotton, who is with William Ravis here at my company. And I wanted to start with Charlotte because Charlotte was my mentor almost 18 years ago. Can you believe it, Charlotte?
I can't believe it, Toni. It's amazing. Time goes by when you're having fun.
Right?
But you are amazing.
Well, you're so sweet.
All that you've accomplished.
Well, thank you. I appreciate I started with you. Let me just ask, am I your favorite?
Well, I'm always running around the office bragging about you.
I won't get you to say that on film because I'll have a lot of people angry with me. Charlotte, I've always been in awe of you, and I've learned so much just following you. You are one of the hardest agents I know, hardest working agents I know, in terms of being consistent and coming in the office, doing your due diligence, and really working on behalf of your clients. What would you say is something that's really important for you as a representative of a buyer or a seller?
Oh, two big differences. Okay. One, in this market anyway, whenever we have buyers in this market, we are so grateful because of what's happened the past 2 years. And of course, the market has changed immensely. But the most important thing to me is having a relationship with the buyer and being available. Also, all real estate is local, and I think it's very important to know your town, know your inventory, be educated, and when you spend time with your client, that's part of your job, is educating them about the town they're moving to, the schools, driving them down to Longshore, showing them the beautiful country club. And they have to do all this before they're looking at houses, because you've got beautiful houses in each town.
Right.
So you really need to sell your own town, the one that you know best.
That's a really great point. I think that a lot of times nowadays, especially since everything's online, people just want to push past all that preliminary work, jump right into going to see houses, and they're not really taking into account the bigger picture. Well, you almost have to, as you said, start with the bigger picture.
You have to, because, really, they will go, right after they leave Westport, they'll go on to New Canaan or they'll go on to Darien. And I think the biggest part of our job is representing our town. And you went to school here and I went to school here, so we're very fortunate in that we have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
But we also have that wonderful country club, which is basically for the owners of homes in Westport.
And you're talking about Longshore.
It's such a jewel. It's a real jewel.
Yeah.
And that really makes a difference when you take the time to walk them around the town, show them the shopping, show them the restaurants, and show them everything that the town has to offer. That's the biggest thing for a buyer.
Yes, absolutely. You're already doing some selling right here and now. But to be fair, Charlotte, you and I both, we service many towns, don't we?
We do. We absolutely do.
And so you really do. Besides being in the town that you live in or grew up in, you have to know the surrounding towns, and because there's benefits to all of them, aren't there?
Absolutely. And they call it the 3 W's, Westport, Weston, and Wilton. We're so fortunate that we share our beaches with Weston. We also have wonderful rapport with Wilton. They're excellent schools. And we find that we have clients that will move from Westport to Weston, or a Wilton to a Westport after 5 or 6 years living in their town, for many different reasons. Maybe it's the commute. A lot of people do commute into New York. However, during the pandemic, all of that changed. So now we're selling big homes with big home offices. So a lot of them can live in the outer skirts of Weston and not be worried about their commute or getting down to Wall Street by 7 in the morning. So everything is interchangeable.
Yeah. This is what I love about you, Charlotte. You have so much to say about so much that's in this community in Fairfield County, and so much good advice for buyers. Tell me a little bit about how you represent sellers.
Well, sellers are very a different breed altogether, in the sense that they probably have lived in their home a long time. They've seen their kids grow up, go through the schools, whatever town they've chosen. It's a pride issue, and they really want someone to represent them who understands the value of their home and their family. And it's a different situation. You have to be there to help stage, which is new for us now because we never used to be involved in that. But now it's more important than ever to get the value, to get the money that they've invested in their home. It's very important to stage. Also, you need to be very much available. Weekends, open houses, be very cognizant of the security of the home, especially since we've gone through this pandemic. People are still insisting that people wear masks, have Perel handy, have sign-in sheets. And I think that that's first and foremost what we have to do is protect the family and their sense of security, more so than ever before.
So there's a lot to think about.
There is.
There's lots of layers to this job, isn't there?
There is. It's peeling the onion back.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay, thank you for all that, Charlotte. So let me just ask one sort of last in closing sort of item. What I really wanted to do was highlight you, Charlotte, as a single agent. I say that, I'm going to clarify. Single doesn't mean she's single. It means she's not a team, and I'm not a team. And then teams are getting a lot of press these days. But us single agents have been fairly successful in our own right. What do you think is a benefit in working with someone like one of us who are single agents? Is there something you can bring to light here?
I would say that we are always available for our clients. I know that you are. I work hard at it as well. I would say sometimes with a team, you have a lot of people that that you work with. Some people just prefer that one person they can get on the cell phone whenever they want to. That's Consistency,
yeah.
Exactly. Also, I think that because we've lived here for so long, and as I said, been through the schools, we're very, very available to help in a sense that we go down to town hall, we do our due diligence, we pull up all of the documents, the open permits, the closed permits. A lot of new agents that are just coming into this area from the New York area may not know all of these procedures, especially when they're big teams. So we're lucky in that we've already been through, in my case, 30 years, in your case, almost 20 years. So we are seasoned, and I think it's very important to be with a seasoned agent.
So no pointing the finger or passing the buck. It's us. When you are working with us, we are the ones that are, responsible to answering to you. So
absolutely. Yep.
Well, that's great. Charlotte, thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thank you, Toni.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And this is Charlotte Cotton. She works at William Ravis here in Westport. And if you want any of her really great advice, then feel free to reach out and we will connect.